Hello ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Hedgehog 2010 here, returning you with a special video game review. It is nearing the 1 year mark since I began reviewing video games on this channel, and it really does goes to show just how fast time flies. I've been contemplating on how I wanted to tackle on this next video game review. Originally I wanted to do a review on Rise of the Triad that came out on July 31st of 2013, but thanks to a certain someone, I will be doing a review on a game that I've been focusing on so much ever since I've picked it up from the Steam Summer Sale for $6. A game that I've spent literally over 50 hours on. The game that I cannot drop for the life of me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my new video game review of The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead. Where do I even begin with this review? Well, a better place to start from would be a little slice of history. The Walking Dead actually started out as a comic book series created by Robert Kirkman and Tony Moore. It is set in a post-apocalyptic era in Cynthiana, Kentucky. The comic was published in 2003 and is still ongoing to this day. The comic was so popular that it soon came out to be a TV show on the AMC channel in 2010. In terms of plot, well, that's something for you to spoil for yourself. There are many ways to watch The Walking Dead, so there really should be no excuse as to why you haven't done so in the first place. With so much success that the show had done, Telltale Games have decided to take a whack at it with their own series of The Walking Dead franchise. To those of you that don't know what Telltale Games is, they are a company that had made several successful episodic adventures based on established properties such as Sam & Max, Tales of Monkey Island, Back to the Future, as well as Jurassic Park. The Walking Dead is based off the comic itself, but takes a different route to it with original characters. You take the role of Lee Everett, a former college professor that was on his way to prison before he got introduced to the zombie outbreak in Georgia. He is joined by a cast of colorful characters such as Clementine, Kenny, Duck, Katja, Larry, Lily, Doug, Carly, and so many others as you press onward in the game. This game is episodic, sporting 5 episodes altogether, not including the DLC episode pack. How Telltale Games decided on working this out is to have the person that is interested in the game to begin with buy the season pack for a set amount of money when the first episode releases. When time goes by and the next episode reaches its next release date, it will automatically be added onto your episode list. Now this is how you do it. If you're going to release the game in episodic parts, you should at least have the consumer buy a season pack for like $25 to $30 and give them the content as the episode releases. Because of this, I'm really not liking how Sega is releasing Sonic the Hedgehog 4. Yeah, I went there. Score 1 for Telltale Games. Moving on to gameplay, it is a point-and-click type game just like Back to the Future and such, except this time it is sporting moments where it's context sensitive, where you have to press the corresponding buttons to escape a certain fate. If you fail, you get a game over. As you progress through the game, you are given objects or people that you can interact with on the game. You use the WASD keys to move Lee and the mouse itself to hover over objects and people interact with. Pretty basic for your point-and-click type game. This game is also heavy on choices that you make on the game. You will find yourself responding to some complex stuff throughout your journey, and because of that it adds more flavor to the game. The Walking Dead is tailored on the choices you make and the actions you portray within each episode, and carries it onward to the next. So if you were a complete dick in the first episode,
Shit.
That was a swear.
so expect to be known as one in the next episode.
It smells funny in here. Like shit, right, Lee?
Because of this, the game has a high replay value. You decide to be a nice guy during your first playthrough? How about playing through the whole game again as a dick to see the outcome? I love this game to death because of it. The plot as a whole is not boring, and I find myself returning to this game constantly to see what outcome I can dig out next. Hell, by the time I start recording this game on a commentary channel, I'm going to have a very hard time just what outcome I want to stick with. I also love the style of the graphics that this game has. It definitely does leave a good impression on my face to see the facial reactions of each character, both good and bad. The Detail on every building, object, zombie, and character is really well done, and the lighting is kept at a minimum. Because of this, the graphics are really easy on the eye, so it's not hard to spot anything that you're looking for in sections that you'll see yourself in. I guess it's something that Back to the Future has failed to do, but I'll save that for another time. The only thing that does bother me about the graphics is that there is a major overload. By that, I mean that during the cutscenes on the PC I'm running it on, I see myself frozen during a scene for like maybe 2 to 3 seconds, and it continues on like nothing happened. I guess it's something that I prefer the consoles over the PC for. The voice acting is tremendous on this game, including Dave Fennoy as Lee Everett and Melissa Hutchison as Clementine. Not once have I found myself cringing at the acting of this game, and that gets a huge plus out of it. I've played plenty of video games that had horrible voice acting, and none of it has been issued forward in this game. It's what keeps the plot going, it's what makes me look forward to what happens next, and also look forward to a new character in the game. The music is damn good for a setting such as this, and fits in very well with the atmosphere. It gives the plot a good bone chill when the timing is right, and damn can I not get enough of Armed with Death from Episode 5. Instruments were picked correctly and performed remarkably well, giving the right sense of atmosphere in the game. Overall, The Walking Dead is a wonderful experience. There is a reason why I haven't dropped this game still to this day, and for good reason. This game even managed to win over 90 Game of the Year awards, as well as selling over 8.5 million episodes, raking in $40 million. And Telltale Games definitely does deserve that. It is a challenging but simple game to those new to the point-and-click adventure genre, and if you happen to have any money to spare, you should definitely pick this game up and give it a shot. Every single playthrough that I've put into this game I enjoy 100%, but that's just me. I can't quite place my finger on why I love it so much, but hopefully the information I've given beforehand is explained well. I also do advise you to pick up the DLC pack 400 Days as well. It introduces 5 new survivors with their own unique tale, and it definitely adds in a nice suspense of what's to come for Season 2. I already know I'm looking forward to it. And that is all I really have to say about the game. Look, I apologize if it took me a while to come up with new material for this review, but I'm sure most of you know that have a YouTube channel what it's like to have less time to handle. But I am grateful that you all have been patient for this one, and I do promise I will release more videos like this in the future. You all have given me such great feedback within each game review I've released, and it does keep me going with what I love doing for our channel as well as releasing playthroughs. I don't see myself stopping from reviewing any video games anytime soon, so the next game I will be reviewing will be the reboot of the game, Rise of the Triad for the PC. With all that said, I am the Blue Hedgehog 2010, and as always, happy gaming, my friends.
Mark the trail. Take us back.